So having mentors is key. You know, I always suggest to people or admonish them to try and have a mentor because you need when push comes to shove, you need somebody you can talk to.
That's true.
You need somebody you can relate to. You need somebody that can totally understand you.
Yeah.
The truth is that ladies above 30, when they, I mean, you call them mature single ladies. When you get to this level, very few of them keep many friends.
Most of their friends are married.
Yes, most of their friends, and most people around them are married.
Yeah.
So sometimes they're usually alone. They usually keep very few circle of friends.
When they don't
and the
live
truth
alone.
is that and the truth is that some of those friends are categorized. It's not they belong to different categories. It's not every friend you can talk to. There are some friends that are jai friends. Hey, let's party. There are some friends that let's go to church together. Some friends that okay, hello, hi. You know, there are just some very few ones you can really talk to. So,
I think basically what we mature single ladies need to do is to, like I agree with you, have a mentor.
Have a mentor.
And prayerfully ask the Holy Spirit to lead you to your covenant friend or friends. Because like you said, you can't work with everybody.
You can't work with everybody.
Not everybody understands the waiting period.
So true.
So if whoever, some people didn't wait, so they would talk to you and advise you based on their own experiences.
So true.
So covenant friends, that's it.
So true. And speaking of mentors as well, I see people talking about one celebrity or one top person being the mentor. Somebody can't talk to, somebody can't access, nothing. And I'm like, how can you feed into this? How can you benefit from somebody you cannot access? So don't get me wrong, there are some mentors you can actually read the books, listen to the messages and all of that, and they can be a blessing to you. You know, mentors are in different stages, you know, different. Well, I call it now, not stages, not phases, in different forms. Different forms.
Okay.
So, but if you can, please reach out to a mentor that you can see, you can access, you can talk to, that you can actually pick a call and talk. I'm feeling this way. This is how things are now and all of that. The person can reach out and say, okay, you know what, this and this and this is what you should do, because no man is an island.
Yes, I enjoyed working with my mentor, Pastor Esther Fadumi, closely while I was waiting. It's just a phone call. But by the time we are done talking, I just feel good.
I see my mentors, at times I go to their house, the apartment, I mean, the couple, and we're just talking on the basic. We don't call it what do you call it now?
Counseling session.
We don't call it counseling session. We just start talking, and before you know it, 11 p.m., 12 midnight, they're like,
you're fine.
And I'm like, I have no choice than to stay back because they keep pouring into me. They keep pouring into me and all of that. And before I talk on this topic, as I'm bringing it, they're knocking this one, they're giving me the ideas, backing it up with scriptures and all of that. And I feel myself like really revived, satisfied. I'm going back to face
I think in all, you can't walk alone while waiting. And we could go on and on talking about depression, anxiety, and worry. And I think we're going to have a full series on this because we can't fully exhaust all the stages. Neither do we. We would also like to bring in experts. I think we should have experts coming to talk to us and admonish our ladies on how to cope with depression, anxiety, and worry. And we are not saying self-love is the only solution to depression. We are just saying it's one of the ways to overcome depression. Loving yourself, taking care of yourself, as in loving who you are. And OG, you are one advocate of self-love.
Very key.
This madam loves herself, and she makes it obvious. Everybody, please, how did you get to the point of loving yourself too much?
Everybody around me knows that. They keep telling me jokingly, you love yourself too much.
So what is self-love, OG?
For me, self-love is, I think, just like the name implies, it's exactly what the name implies. Loving yourself, being positive, having self-reliance, believing in yourself. I think that's the word. Appreciating yourself, believing in yourself. Find there are times when you do some things wrong and you're like, you want to beat yourself and all that, punish yourself, but you should deliberately take out time to snap back and like, okay, I've done this, I've done that. Learn to give yourself a pat in the back. I think that's what I want to summarize it in. Because another thing is, if you love yourself, you'll do nice things to yourself. Just like when you're in love with someone, you want to make the person happy, you want to pour into the person, you want to make the person feel appreciated, so you should do that to yourself.
OJ, I believe there is no love, there's no real love without self-love. Real love starts with loving yourself
first.
You can't love marriage requires sacrifice. If you don't start learning how to love yourself, appreciate yourself, you might not, and you would not be able to love your spouse wholeheartedly.
So fine, now that you're single and you're still waiting, what do? Love yourself.
Okay,
appreciate yourself. Take out time.
Good.
One of the basic things you need to do, which people tell when people see that I take out time to spoil myself, like you love yourself too much, because I feel that this is me. I work hard. I should treat myself nicely.
I'm gonna enjoy my life.
I should treat myself nicely and all of that. When I have the funds, why not? I take out time to spoil myself. I'm one person that believes in healthy eating and living healthy, not just healthy eating now, living healthy. So, but at times when I've kept a regime for a very some period of time, and I'm like, let me treat myself nicely. I take myself out and I treat myself to a nice, delicious meal. I call it comfort food, and all of that. And when at times I'm feeling like really good, I just go out and buy a nice dress for myself, buy a nice pair of shoes. Just go out to the gym. Go to the spa. Get yourself some nice pedicures and pedicure. What they call nice pedicure. Pamper yourself. You just summarize it. Pamper yourself. And guess what? The one I love so much is taking out time to do nothing.
Wow, I think I like that too.
You heard me right.
As in doing nothing.
Shut yourself, shut the world out. Let it be about you. Sit down and enjoy your me time.
Yes.
Meditate on positive things. Like I said, the mind will always still run as much as you try to shut down the world.
Yes.
But the time you have to think, let it be on positivity. Think on how you're going to build an empire. Think on how you're taking your career. Dream. Now you take your career to the next level, your business to the next level. How you become the next so and so person. How you become the next.
And it's free to dream.
It's free.
You don't pay to dream.
Don't pay. Yeah. I was telling you by camera, there are some shows I watch for reasons, for some reason. I don't just watch shows. I don't watch movies just for watching things. I'm watching because I feel I get motivated
and inspired.
I want to be there. I want to drive that kind of vehicle. I want to go to such places. I love traveling. I want to go to such places. Someday I will be there. I take out and I write them in my bucket list. So those are things you should do for yourself as a young single woman. Do not subject yourself to just sitting down and waiting. Okay, let me wait now. Wait the husband come. I told you of a story of a friend of mine, and we're talking, and she was like, she got an apartment, and I was like, okay, why not get to, she said, okay, take me to the place. She took me to the place, and I was shocked. I was like, yes, successful banker. Somebody, unarguably a successful banker. You got into a certain level in the bank, and I was in the financial sector. If I know what it means to get to such level, there are some perks that come with the job. I was telling her that you can afford a good place. Okay, why buy a car? I said, no, she wants to buy a land. I said, it's good, but you need a vehicle to run around. A car is not just a luxury anymore, it's a necessity. Anyway, longer short of the story is that she told me, what if she gets married? What's the need of going to live in a very big apartment or a very fantastic area?
Yeah.
What if she gets married and the rest? I bet she'll get married soon. This was 3 years ago. And can I shock you? Yeah, she's still waiting as I'm waiting. She's still waiting just as I'm waiting. 3 years later. Okay. Depriving herself of the pleasure of living a good life. Depriving herself of what she can afford. You're not going to beg any man for it. You work hard for it. You should enjoy it. You should treat yourself nicely. The man will come, yes. I always tell people, if the man comes, let him come with his goodies.
Wow.
Before he comes with his goodies, let me enjoy my goodies.
And you combine the goodies make different kind of goodies.
If I can afford to travel now, why wait till I get married before I go for summer?
Exactly.
You can afford to travel, please go and explore. Live your life and enjoy it.
Self-love. Love yourself.
Enjoy it,
Love
please,
yourself.
and be unapologetic about it.
Yeah.
I tell you that for free. So long you work for your money, enjoy it.
And please, we are not, we believe in investment, we believe in saving, we believe in modesty, we believe as Christians, as believers, we live the right kind of life. But what we're saying today is love yourself.
Love yourself.
Don't just love others, don't just sacrifice for people, don't just try to make everybody happy. Make yourself happy. And thank you so much for watching this episode.
Yes.
Which is an amazing time.
Yes.
Thank you.
It's always a pleasure coming to
always
be with you.
Always a pleasure.
Just get on and all of that. Thank you so much for watching.
See you next episode. Bye.